Hi, everyone. This is Ruby Bhatia, television presenter and happiness life coach, and welcome to Reflections with Ruby Bhatia. This is in association with IIW, Inspiring Indian Women, a not for profit NGO based in the UK and in India, where we interview women from all walks of life and talk to them about all the exciting things that they're doing and bringing a world of dreams and possibilities to you. And today we're proud to have with us Aashima Arora, who's a distinguished English literature educator at Champs Learning, bringing over 2 decades of experience and a passion for storytelling to the classroom. So, ladies, please welcome Aashima Arora. Yay!
Thank you so much, Ruby, and thank you so much for your kind words. It's such a privilege to be, with you and on this platform. Thank you so much, IIW. We really appreciate it.
Well, Aashima, I must say it's a privilege to be interviewing you because this platform, Reflections with Ruby Bhatia, in association with IIW, brings women like you who are doing fabulous work out to the world and getting what you're doing out there and helping others to join your fabulous vision for the future. So, Aashima, I know that you're a teacher, okay? So tell me first of all about Champs Learning. What exactly is Champs Learning?
Hmm. See, Champs Learning is just not your neighborhood tuition center. Okay, we are an education boutique. We cater to children who start in year 2, and we take them to GCSEs, A levels. We also have coaching for various university examinations. So and apart from that, our forte is 11 plus grammar school exams. So we basically customize to the children's need. We have small numbers, and we kind of try to do the best we can for their academic future.
Okay, so basically, it's not a school itself. It's kind of supporting your
It's a
study.
coaching institute. Yes, it's a coaching institute.
Okay.
We are based out in Hounslow, London. Although we have a very strong international presence, we are in Dubai online, we are in India online, we have clients coming in from Hong Kong, Singapore, you name it. So we have a very strong international presence. That's why I said we are just not your neighborhood tuition center. Okay, we are way beyond. We have a philosophy, and we kind of cater to all kind of verticals.
Okay, that's fabulous. So tell me more about the verticals that you cater to.
Okay, so as I said, our forte is grammar plus exams, grammar school exams. They are called 11 plus in UK. And, we prep them. We have year 4 for 11 plus. We have year 5 for 11 plus. We have the national curriculum of the UK. We start with year 2. We take them till, A levels. A levels, we have all specifications. So we basically cater to all students in English, maths, and science. Science, all 3 subjects, physics, chemistry, and biology.
Okay, so but Ashima, let's talk a little bit about you as an individual. Okay, you've
Yeah.
been doing a lot of exciting things in your life. I believe you have some radio experience as well. So tell me what you
Yes.
with Bollywood, with radio. You grew up in India?
Yes, yes. I was born and brought up in Chandigarh, and I did my graduation in economics. Yes, I know Punjabi Guri. You can
Punjabis
see
are the ones
that.
that are out there doing all this great stuff, right? The Punjabis are the ones
Yes.
on fire.
Yeah, yeah. It's of course, I mean, all Indians are doing amazingly well outside and even inside. I mean, India gives us such beautiful culture. But coming back, I'm from Chandigarh. I did my graduation in maths and economics, and I've done my postgrad in literature, masters in literature. I started my career with the All India Radio Mumbai. I was their English announcer, as they call the radio jockeys there. Then I
Oh,
worked as a dubbing artist and a voiceover. It has been years now. And then somehow, kind of, I got into teaching. And I've been teaching from the last 2 decades. In between, I've also published my own novels. My second novel just came out last week. I was really, really very lucky that, Times of India chose to review my novel. Femina, featured me in Fab 40 Inspiring Women. I mean, like, yeah, I'm beyond 40. So, yeah,
wow.
I've been extremely lucky. And for the last few years, I've been with Champs Learning. and it has been such an enriching experience. So that was my brief journey.
Wow. So going from being an artist, a performing artist yourself, to a teacher. So tell me, you were
Yeah.
saying that you have learned a lot at Champs Learning yourself. What have you learned from being with Champs Learning?
See, the best thing about Champs Learning is that it's an institute with a philosophy. Okay, I mean, our director, Mr. Nishikant Kotikar, says one thing which I would like to quote word by word. He says, the session has ended, the learning should not, which means that, the session has ended, the child has gone back. However, in that 1 hour of teaching, on that day, you should have given the child so much of fodder to think, so much, exciting things to think, that the child should have been occupied for the next 3 or 4 days, that, oh, Miss said this and Miss said that. And in the coming 3 days, then he should look forward to what Miss is going to say next. So, the class might end in that 1 hour, but the learning should not. It should go on. You should inspire a child in the class that, the child is more eager to return. The child wants to do something better, wants to be a better version of himself. So, that is, and I feel, one needs philosophy. I mean, you're a life coach, and we know how important manifestations are. So I
Yeah.
think philosophy is a kind of manifestation, because you need to have a goal in life. You need to have a way of living, and that is what Chance Learning has. I mean, if you see the last 10 years, we have been into the education industry. We have had kids who have started with us in year two, year three, and they are right now in university. We have coached them. Our first batch students are in Cambridge right now. And, we are so proud to be a to have been a part of their journey. It's a very fulfilling, notion. So we are a small group of carefully curated teachers, educators who share the same philosophy. So that is what one thing that I really find very nice. And I'm one of those people, I really can't be in a very toxic environment. I just move along, I can't do that. And I think it has been extremely rewarding to be here. It's pretty nice. I mean, a lot of my colleagues are fantastic, most of them. I mean, all of them rather.
नहीं, मुझे
Yeah.
यही लग रहा है क्योंकि जब हम सोचते हैं हमारे जर्नी के बारे में, जब मैं स्कूल में थी,
Mhm.
कॉलेज में थी, the teachers that I learned the most from, I learned from their persona, from their attitude,
Mhm.
not exactly उन्होंने बुक में क्या सिखाया मुझे, but how they were as a person, you know. तो जो आप बोल रहे हैं कि चैप्स लर्निंग में एक holistic environment है, where the teachers
Mhm.
are positive role models for the students,
Yeah.
एंड एक पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट आप क्रिएट करते हैं, आप फिलोसफी की बात करते हैं, आप हाउ टू लिव के बारे में बात करते हैं, आपका जो अप्रोच है वो थोड़ा हटके है. इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट नंबर्स, इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट रिजल्ट्स, it's about who you are as a person, and I can see the soul behind what you're doing, and I think that's so beautiful.
I'm just a very small part of it, Ruby. When the decision via Joint Champs was they had a philosophy, and that philosophy resonated, with the people who were talking about it. कितनी बार हमें लगता है ना कि यार ये तो सब बोल रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है. मतलब मुझे एक्चुअली हर एक फैकल्टी मेंबर से मिलके लगा कि they actually, as we say, they walk the walk and they talk the talk. They actually uh, do what they preach. एंड इनफैक्ट आपको मैं बिगेस्ट एग्जांपल देती हूँ कि मेरा बेटा उसने जीसीएसई इस साल की है, वो भी यहाँ से पढ़ा है, एंड व्हेन वी शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम मुंबई to here, it was very difficult. The teaching environment is so different, the approach is so different, that India is very different. It's amazing, but it's very different. And UK is again very different. So I brought my son here, and the teachers here have taken such good care of him that my son has got amazing results. He has got all grade nines. He has
Wow.
topped his school in science. And, like 1 year back, he was at grade 5. So मैं आपको actually vouch कर सकती हूँ कि every teacher here, does that. And actually, it's a part of a training. So, our director makes sure that once we start training, we are also trained on the soft skills wherein we have to become a strong support for the children. फैक्ट सब लोग बोलते हैं टीचर्स टीच मुझे जो रेलेवेंस है टीचिंग का मुझे एक बहुत ही एक अमेजिंग वे में पता चला इफ यू हैव टाइम इफ यू वुड माइंड वुड आई शेयर विद यू कुड आई शेयर दैट विद यू या
Sorry?
सो आई if you're okay could I share that experience with you?
Please do. That's what you're here for.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to
So, yes, it was when my son was around 5 years old, and he started going to school. And before that, it was all mama, 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 like, oh, mama said this, I'll do this, and all. And suddenly, when he was, like around 5 or 6 years old, I realized that the mama had been very, slowly replaced by the teacher. So it was like, no, mama, my teacher said that. And very slowly dawned upon me that the responsibility as teachers that we have is so massive, it's so great that, children, put us above a lot of other things. And I don't know if children are still doing it. I'm sure, children are doing it. And it just gave me that deeper insight into, oh my God, this is my job and I need to do it properly. So when I met our director, Mr. Kotikar, that was the feeling I got that he knows what he's doing and he is responsible for it. So champs learning, I can tell you, is something that we do our level best. How much we achieve is, for the years to come. But for us, it's yes, it is about grades, but it's also about growth because that is what our children need today.
So, what strategies does Champs Learning use to encourage children to reach their academic potential and their personal potential? What strategies do you use at Champs Learn?
Okay, so we have a very unique pedagogy, which I personally have not seen anywhere, and I've been around for many years. What we do is we pay a lot of attention to concept. So it's more like traditional teaching, but we have a very uniform way, a very structured way of teaching. So we have a cycle of 5 weeks, and we create our own content, by the way. So the teachers have created our own books and, completely carefully curated content. So we start the first week with, teaching the concepts. And the second week, we reiterate the concepts. We start with practice. The third and the fourth week is concentrated on practice. And the fifth week, we take a test. So, the assessment happens on whatever has been talked about, whatever has been taught to them. The assessment happens on exactly the same stuff. And then, assessment keeps on happening as a cycle. So we as teachers get to know what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, how is a particular child faring, is the child able to understand? If the child is not able to understand, we change our ways, we call the child differently, we try to approach the child, understand what are the difficulties he or she is facing. So, that is one part, structured teaching. So, every book is kind of, there are demarcated pages that in 1 hour we are going to cover this. So, the structure makes sure that whichever teacher is walking in, the parents are aware what is being taught, the children are aware. And apart from that, we use IT to empower our learning. So we have a lot of concept videos. Okay. So the children can watch the concept videos before they come to class. And, they can go back home, take a revision, especially when you take a product like 11 plus, which is our forte. The grammar school exams, the syllabus is such a rigorous syllabus. Okay. But we are completely prepared for it. We have the concept videos, as I mentioned before. We pay a lot of attention to literature. Now, I don't think so. A lot of people, today, yes.
Sorry, you're a postgraduate in English literature yourself.
Yes, and I'm an author, so that has to come. Yeah,
right.
But
You're
I think
so that brings a lot of experience to the table.
Yeah. So see, I think, and this is not only my philosophy. The philosophy was already there when I joined them, you know. And Shams Learning, I think, is one education institute that really pays a lot of attention to reading. And this was already there, you know. I mean, I just came in because of this philosophy because I love reading literature and I love teaching that. You know, so
Right.
what we do is all across the year, we have divided 8 books, you know. So every month we pick up a literature classic. For example, it could be Alice in Wonderland, you know, Secret Garden, or you have Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And every week we give them a chapter to read on. And then, you know, we give them questions and we check those questions. We discuss in the class. For example, some texts are really obscure, like Christmas Carol. So in the class, we make sure that we read it in the class, explain the whole chapter. And as a director, I'm sorry, I'm quoting him, but he has left a deep impression on me. That my director, as he says, it's the spark that is required. You ignite that learning, you ignite that spark, and the child will take it forward. So we take the first 4 chapters in 1 month. And trust me, the children read up the whole book. They talk, they come, they discuss. Sometimes we have very heated discussions. The character should have done this, the character should not have done this. Oh my god, the character is so mean. For example, in Secret Garden, the lead character is this young girl and she's very mean initially. So the children have had like, how can she be like that? Oh my god, you don't understand. We have wholehearted, full discussions and very, very, beautiful sessions. So, reading is somewhere we feel, and I think as parents, as mothers, because we have generally women audience, and, as mothers, we do understand how important it is to make our children get into reading because as adults, we are all struggling with reading ourselves. Anywhere you go, it's all
Yeah.
reading. I mean, like anything, any subject you pick up, your basic understanding of language can,
Yes.
last you a long stead, can kind of, be with you till the end. So, from the beginning to the end. And as my children say, Mom, you need to stop saying that. But reading, I think, is essence of life. Sorry, that comes from a, you know.
I mean, I see your passion. I mean, जब जब आप बात करते हैं एजुकेशन के बारे में, जब आप बात करते हैं रीडिंग के बारे में, तो आपका पैशन जो है ना, दैट इज कंटेजियस, और वो अपने आप स्टूडेंट्स में आएगा, क्योंकि देखिए अब इंटरनेट वगैरह तो अब आया है, लेकिन ज्ञान
Yeah.
जो है हमारे इतिहास में, ज्ञान
Mhm.
हमेशा ही पुस्तकों के द्वारा ही आगे दिया गया है. ये अब है कि इंटरनेट, और इंटरनेट भी रिक्वायर्स अस टू रीड. अगर हम रीड नहीं कर सकते
Yeah.
तो हम इंटरनेट को भी हम नहीं समझ पाएंगे. सो इट्स वंडरफुल to still have that passion for reading, whether we are reading physical books, online books, or we are reading, our own scriptures. जो भी हम पढ़ रहे हैं, क्योंकि पढ़ने से
Mhm.
ही ज्ञान मिलता है. And this is something I think that's beautiful. And if we can inculcate that in the children, so that that tradition doesn't get lost in the internet age.
I know I would request Ruby because आप इतनी बड़ी सेलिब्रिटी हैं एंड जब सेलिब्रिटीज बोलते हैं तो शायद लोग सुनते हैं एंड एक्चुअली लोग सुनते हैं नॉट शायद सो मैं आपको रियली रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि प्लीज रीडिंग पे कंसंट्रेट कराएं बिकॉज हम एज पेरेंट्स सॉरी आई कीप ऑन रिवर्टिंग बैक टू इंग्लिश it's something ingrained but as parents I think we keep on telling them. But when it comes from a celebrity, it really, comes from the horse's mouth. And आप लोगों का बोला बहुत इफेक्ट होता है, बहुत इम्पैक्ट आता है, so please बोलें आप.
सारी चीजें जरूरी हैं. क्योंकि नेट तो है ही, सेल तो है ही, इट्स
Mhm.
आर आवर फिंगरटिप्स. लेकिन जब हम एक बुक लेके बैठते हैं तो जो शांति मिलती है, यू फील पीसफुल,
Yeah.
यू फील एक्स्ट्रा फोकस के साथ आप पढ़ते हो, विदाउट एनी पॉपअप्स, यू नो, or without the phone
Yeah.
ringing. You just switch off
Mhm.
your phone with a good book, and you've got your peace. And there's just so much of, of brain development that happens at that time. So I think, in fact, I just bought a book for my son today. I said,
Oh, lovely.
so here's something that you can read. So reading is so important. And I really appreciate that you're encouraging our young generation to do that.
Yeah, we are actually not only focusing reading. I think these days mental maths is something that a lot of children are just running away from because calculators हैं और सब कुछ AI है तो उनको लगता है कि हम क्यों अपने मैथ स्किल्स पे मैथमेटिकल स्किल्स पे कैलकुलेशन स्किल्स पे क्यों वर्क करें बट चैम्प्स
Right.
लर्निंग पे हम लोग ट्राई करते हैं कि not only English, but also maths is completely covered and nicely done, because English and maths and science are the three very important pillars of any education. And I think, स्टूडेंट्स जब तक सिर्फ अगर एक ही चीज में अच्छे रहेंगे तो उनको एक ऑलराउंड होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट नहीं मिल पाएगी एंड ऑल्सो इन फ्यूचर दीज सब्जेक्ट्स रियली आर द फाउंडेशन द फाउंडिंग स्टोन्स ऑफ सो मेनी अदर लाइन्स दैट दे पिक अप सो मैथ्स में हमारे टीचर्स ने बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियोस डेवलप किए हैं समहाउ ग्रेजुएशन के बाद मैंने मैथ्स पिकअप नहीं किया तो मुझे एक काइंड ऑफ है कि यार अब मैथ्स नहीं आई एम मोर ऑफ एन इंग्लिश पर्सन पर जब मैंने वो वीडियोस देखे तो आई वाज लाइक यार ये क्या कर दिया आप लोग ने इट्स सो अमेजिंग लाइक आई जस्ट टेल यू वन ऑफ द वीडियोस वेयर इट सेज दे गिव यू अ पिज्जा and my teacher is explaining fractions with the help of pizza and I was like wow why did I not meet you before so
Right.
we also give a lot of importance to maths they in we hold a lot of workshops where we create a lot of fun learning with maths with fun they make some cubes they actually put together the cardboards and so many concept videos and so many great things are there that I do think that I wish I had champs learning when I was growing up I would have
Yeah,
grown
it's
up to
really
a
interesting.
better person.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now
Yeah.
tell me, now Champs Learning, what else is coming up? What are the new programs and classes that you have coming up at Champs Learning?
Okay, now one of my pet projects, and I've kind of, worked a little, but our headmistress has worked a lot on that. It is called vocabulary. It's called power vocabulary. These are flashcards. So, like English is my favorite subject, so I'll talk more about it. But power vocabulary flashcards are so amazing that, they are very interactive. You click on that they ask you a word you click again and the flashcard reverses and the meaning is given to you so in that one power vocabulary module there are approximately I think 2000 words which are there and it's available at a very nominal price so something this is this age of internet this is this age of IT technology so what we have done is we have kept the basic traditional Gurukul teaching in the classroom, and we have also used IT to our benefit, wherein we can get children to play these kind of games and enhance their vocabulary, expand their vocabulary. Because flashcards is something like a game for them. In the game, they also end up learning a lot of words and definitely improve their chances at getting better grades.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, great. So thank you, Aashima Arora, for being with us. Aashima is an educator at Champs Learning, which is based in the UK and has online presence around the world. So thank you, Aashima, for being with us. And also, you are watching Reflections with Ruby Bhatia in association with Inspiring Indian Women, IIW, which is a not-for-profit NGO based in the UK and India. अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आप अपना विजन अपना पैशन अपना काम अपना बिजनेस लोगों तक पहुंचाना चाहते हैं तो प्लीज हमें कांटेक्ट जरूर करिए दिस इज अ women podcast sorry gentlemen we might expand later into the gentlemen but right now we're just doing ladies so please do contact us and a big thank you to Aashima for being with us and a big thank you to all of you for watching us we'll see you next time on Reflections with Ruby Bhatia.
Thank you so much, Ruby. It was such a privilege to be with an iconic figure like you. Like when we watched you on television, I never thought that I'll be kind of be able to talk to you at one point of time in my life. I think that's an achievement. Okay, thanks a lot for having me on this platform.
Projects.
And I have also watched quite a few podcasts of yours, and I must say, Inspiring Indian Women, this organization is so amazing. So I am very, very thankful to them for this, platform and for this opportunity. Thank you so much, and good luck to all of you.
Yes, me too. I'm thankful to IIW as well for organizing this. Thank you, Aashima, and thank you once again to all of you.